next, the Packers visit Soldier Field, looking for their 20th win in their last 23 against the Bears. It's Chicago and Green Bay in an NFC North clash, and it's coming up next.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Let's do this. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep it, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. We get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers, and of course coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it, just get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete.
Out, don't give him nothing.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, he gets 3 left side, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Now Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Packers have taken the early lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Rodgers now on 1st down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. Jones breaking from the contact. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So that'll back him up 5. Rodgers now to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18. Tied for 2nd in receptions, 5th in receiving yards. Add it all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 73 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
.35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said,
launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On 2nd and a couple, Rodgers flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And this will be a Bears first down as he gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a throw that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Grant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They snap it to Fields. And that is incomplete.
Let's go.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught by Cobb. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. And again, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. From the 16, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Akeem Hicks able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And in the 2nd quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. The Vikes seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give... credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Dillon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They run once more with Dillon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And this time he is in. Yes. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will extend this big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end. Zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
59 Mike, check.
Play action. It's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down, try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
85 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 3 from the 9. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Montgomery. And he pushes.